Evening, everybody. Daryl Curtis here. Got the urge to push the bush cat out. Farmer Bob's over on the Schultz Road planting soybeans. We're going to go over there and see if we can see him. We'll see how it goes. Right along.
Yeah, I missed him the other night. He was working over there, and I thought he was done for the night. And I texted him tonight, and he said, yeah, he was over on the Schultz Road there planting corn. I thought it was soybeans to start with, but it was a 16-row corn planter. So, Jace our shadow, a little fast forward right over to Farmer Bob's there, and of course I had to find him, and of course you can see the machine working and the dust behind it, and that's a pretty good indicator of which way the wind's blowing. There was very little wind, and I'm familiar with the area, so I mean I know that field, and I know that the road crosses it, but I also know that there's power poles there with wires on them. And I wanted to approach over the wires, but safety always a consideration. You need to give those wires a lot of room. You don't want to get tangled up in the power lines, that's for sure. So we're high, and we're making a relatively slow but steep approach. And you can't even see the wires until, like, there's a pole right there where the shadow is. And then as you look out the right side, you can see those wires right there just pass underneath the airplane. And then, of course, we dive it right down in and chop the throttle. And I always land across the rows on a 45. If you try to land with the rows, you can get the tires yanking back and forth, and it can upset your ability to control stuff on the ground. But once I got her down on the ground, I found a nice smooth row there, and a little high-speed taxi down to the other end, and I wanted to get the camera around there so we get a look at this big machine. The tractor is big, but I didn't realize it till I talked to Bob, but that's a 16-row corn planter, and when you've got a lot of acreage to do, you have got to have the big machines. And this one here, I asked him, he told me it was 40 foot wide, so. And of course the airplane is John Deere green, just like the tractor. So I pulled down to the end and shut the airplane off and hopped out for a little fellowship here. Oh yeah, them bigger tires. Them are 29s instead of the 26s.
They're huge.
And they're oh yeah. Well, you plop down on these rocks, and, you know. Well, and I got the prop clearance too.
Yeah.
You know, where it works good. What's this big machine you got here? That's what? How many rows?
16 rows.
15? 16 rows.
40 feet wide.
16 rows, 40 feet wide.
It's getting beat up with the rocks here. Just grab them around and throw it. Yeah,
you gotta have the big machines, and you're doing a lot of stuff. What are you gonna do with that stuff out back of me? You got?
We're going back over there planting beans this year.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, I figured that.
We got 340 acres of beans, and we're just getting going on the corn.
Yeah, I landed over on Danny Harrisy last night.
Yeah,
Mike Vescio, I guess, is doing that over there. Yeah, you know. So, all right. Well, I don't want to hold you up,
all right,
but
man.
I just want to, you know, we got to keep the Farmer Bob series going. You know what I'm saying?
Farmer Bob, hard at work. So I let him get up out of the way so that the dust could kind of blow out of the area there. I didn't want to fly through the dust and suck it into the engine and get it in the windows and what have you. So, but there was no wind, so I just put the power to it, and I knew he was over to the right there, so we hopped it up in the air, and I kind of tried to get off to the side to get out of the dust, and then a climbing right-hand turn, and you blink your eye, and boom, we're coming right down the final approach course, and there's Sean and Jack on the four-wheeler on the runway. Well, what's going on with that? We'll hit them with the shadow, and I had plenty of room to give them, so I didn't have to go around, and I figured out that I can actually, with all this elevator, put the tail of the airplane on the ground first, and then the main wheels will touch. And I'm getting better. It took some practice, but this new BushCat with that new tail, a fantastic piece of equipment. Hope you enjoyed the ride over to Farmer Bob's.